Did you know that they're trying to bring back extinct animals? Let's talk about that. Welcome to the brave new world. You see, that's what I want to say when I talk about modern sciences. But there are key concerns and ethical arguments surrounding the application of genetic engineering in live organisms. Scientists are, in a way, beginning to play God. And there's 6 films now that say why this is a bad thing? So hold on to your butts, because the next 5 minutes might change your perspective on the future of genetic engineering. Genetic engineering of live organisms has become a very common practice in the modern day. I mean, look at all of the plants and the animals that we modified for disease resistance and mutant models and research. It's countless, and the advantages are always there. But where's the line drawn? Should we bring back genetic clones of animals that once walked this earth? What ethical issues are brought to light? And what regulations should be set surrounding them? These are all core functions of modern scientific research, and that's where Colossal Biosciences comes in. Colossal Biosciences, founded in 2021 and based out of Texas, is a private company that is trying to prove extinction is a concept of the past by saving the current Earth's biodiversity. They are single-handedly responsible for bringing back the mammoth, the thylacine, otherwise known as the Tasmanian tiger, and the dodo bird. In a term they coined themselves, functional de-extinction, they are trying to bring back a species that is genetically similar to all 3 of those animals by 1, resurrecting lost lineages of core genes, 2, engineering natural resistances when they go back into their environment, and 3, enhancing adaptability in a world where many new factors are at play. So not only is Colossal bringing these animals back, but they're also trying to alter them to fit the modern world. So how are they doing this, and what progress have they made? Colossal primarily uses the CRISPR and Cas9 genome editing technology to alter and fill in gaps in the extinct genomes. And recent advancements, as shown here, are the woolly mice, which Colossal has successfully expressed the woolly mammoth hair gene in mice models. So we can see that it's working. To create the mammoth, they're taking DNA from the preserved specimens that they found in permafrost and then putting them into the modern Asian elephant, which shares 99.6% of the same genome. So to do this, they're trying to find the genes, such as the hair gene, that will allow the Asian elephant, new kind of hybrid, to survive in the Arctic tundra climates. And the first mammoth calf is to be born via surrogate in 2028. Next, the thylacine is an Australian marsupial that was once the apex predator of its ecosystem. And now, thanks to a 110-year-old preserved specimen, Colossal has a 99.9% complete genome. And to do this, they intend to use the Dunnart, another Australian marsupial, as a surrogate. But there's no plan yet for the first batch. And finally, the dodo bird. This flightless bird was endemic to the island of Mauritius off of Madagascar and went extinct primarily due to humans. Using extracted DNA from a preserved dodo head, Colossal is currently rebuilding this genome. And they have also admitted to using machine learning AI to help them identify key genes responsible for the craniofacial shape and intricate bill morphology. So far, Colossal has said that they have created dodo chicken chimera hybrids and have hatched them, which will act as surrogates for the next batch, but there is little information and images regarding them. See, Colossal's mission is based on the idea that these 3 animals played a critical role in their ecosystem, which isn't an incorrect statement, but you also have to consider that these 3 animals were alive decades or thousands of years ago. And the Earth and their environment have changed exponentially in this time. And they also intend to rewild the species, meaning put them back in their natural environment, which they believe is key to restoring fragile natural ecosystems. Their mission website highlights many modern successes of rewilding, such as wolves in Yellowstone National Park, beavers in the United Kingdom, and Tasmanian devils, another marsupial, in Australia. All of these introductions have shown extensive positive impacts in their ecosystems. So could de-extinction and rewilding be a good thing? I mean, don't get me wrong, I think that the idea of de-extinction is super cool. There's going to be a whole new generation of humans that are going to experience an Earth where extinct animals are able to walk again. But I do think that there are some very important questions needing to be addressed. For example, do these extinct animals have rights? Are they owned by the company who created them? What happens if they are detrimental to their ecosystem? Will they be taken out? And are they going to be protected? Overall, I think it is hard to believe that these animals will seamlessly integrate themselves back into their old environments. And I mean, think about all of the humans now who want to see the acclaimed de-extinct animals. Surely they will be disturbed or unfortunately exploited for money or resources. Regardless of whether Colossal successfully implements these creatures back into their environments, I think it is important to remember that nature can be unpredictable, and re-implementing these species that we know very little about in their natural lifestyle can have big consequences. And think about all the questions posed in this documentary. There are a lot of things to address before going into the deep end of modern genetic engineering. In the famous words of the fictional Ian Malcolm, the scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think about if they should. This line was set in a film over 30 years ago, and with de-extinction and gene editing only becoming a reality now, it's getting more real as time goes on. And I guess, after all, life does find a way to survive extinction.
That's all, folks.
Okay, great. Well, reason for the call today, John, is something just came across my desk, John. It is perhaps the best thing I've seen in the last 6 months.
All right, so something really cool just happened as I was literally finishing up the documentary, and it's that Colossal just released a surprise press statement that they have actually brought back the direwolf. So there's Romulus, Remus, and Khaleesi, which are 2 males and 1 female, and yeah, they birthed them via surrogate 6 months ago and just didn't say anything. There was nothing on their website, and I didn't find anything in my research, so yeah, this is a crazy surprise, but they've proven that they can do it.